Okay, good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica Lopez. I am the scholarship coordinator here at UnitedAg. Thank you for joining today's Ops Forum. Today, we'll be talking about the Agribusiness Education Foundation and the scholarship opportunities available to employees of our member companies and their families. Okay, we'll be starting with a brief overview of AEF and then walk through our educational and vocational scholarship programs, including the new applications we have. We'll wrap up with covering some frequently asked questions and leave some time for questions you may have. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, a little background on UnitedAg and AEF. So UnitedAg has been awarding scholarships to members and their families since 1989. In 2000, the Agribusiness Education Foundation was established as a nonprofit organization to expand those efforts and help even more students pursue their educational goals. And since then, UnitedAg and AEF have awarded more than $2.1 million in scholarships to over 1,200 students. And we're incredibly proud of the impact this program has had, and we're excited to continue investing in the next generation of agriculture leaders. Okay, so our first program, I want to say it's the most popular program, um, is the Educational Scholarship Program. And this program is designed for students pursuing a college degree, attending a university, trade school, or other accredited educational programs. The best part is that it doesn't matter what the student is studying. So whether it's agriculture, if it's business, engineering, nursing, education, they're eligible to apply. Each year, we award up to $86,000 in scholarships to approximately 40 students. Eligible to apply are employees, the employees of our member companies, their spouses, children, and grandchildren. And one thing I'd like to mention is that our education committee truly enjoys helping as many students as possible. So while we advertise 40 scholarships, there are years we've been able to recognize an additional students depending on the application pool and available funding. Okay, so to apply, students simply need to complete an online application and submit the required documents listed here on the slide. And we'll take a closer look at the application in just a few minutes so you can see exactly what the students will need to submit. Just a couple tips. The education committee really enjoys getting to know the student beyond the GPA and their accomplishments. So they look for authenticity in their essays that demonstrate critical thinking, personal experiences, a genuine connection to the topic in question. And one thing that often helps applicants stand out is taking the extra step of interviewing someone in the agriculture industry or sharing experiences that have shaped their educational journey. And this application opens today. So every year it opens in July and closes on December 31st. So it gives students ample time to prepare and do research. Okay, so our second program is a vocational scholarship program. This program is designed specifically for your employees who are pursuing agricultural-related education, certifications, or career training to help them grow in their current role. Each year, we award up to $10,000 in vocational scholarships. While many people think of the certifications like a CDL, welding, or even pest control license, this program can also support professional development opportunities like CPA certification for someone in accounting or HR leadership certification for someone in human resources. If the training helps an employee advance in their career within your organization, it may qualify. The application process is much simpler than the Educational Scholarship Program. Um, they need to submit a online application, and you'll notice that the required documents is a little shorter here. Um, and again, once we go through the application, you'll see it's a simpler process. And this year, the scholarship application is already open. And just like the Educational Scholarship Program, applications are due on December 31st. Um, all winners will be notified of their standing in March, whether they got a scholarship or not. And then between March and May, we'll hold scholarship award ceremonies throughout the regions, and where they'll also receive their scholarship awards. One thing I'd like to mention here is that some applicants may actually qualify for both scholarship programs. So, for example, if an employee is attending a college university while pursuing an eligible certification, they may be able to apply for both programs. If you're unsure whether someone qualifies for one or both programs, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to review the situation and help determine which scholarship opportunities are the best fit. Okay, so this slide provides a side-by-side comparison of our two scholarship programs, of who is eligible to apply and what types of education each program supports. I wanted to highlight this because we've seen a few common situations over the years. For example, if we have a dependent who applies to the vocational scholarship program because they were pursuing a vocational certification, while the program they were studying qualified, the applicant didn't because a vocational scholarship is only available to the employees of the company. Um, and in those cases, the student should have applied to the educational scholarship program instead. But on the other side, we've had employees apply for the vocational scholarship program while pursuing careers outside of agriculture. So they were studying like nursing or cosmetology, and those applicants wouldn't qualify even though they're employees and they're studying maybe vocational program certification, but they wouldn't qualify for the vocational scholarship program because it's intended to support agriculture related um, education and career development. They would have likely been eligible for the educational scholarship program instead. And again, you can reach out to me with any questions about that, and we can review the case. And then Angie, I do see your question. If it's okay, I'll hold it. I'll answer it at the end just in case um, we cover this, and then other people might ask the same. Okay. So now I'd like to go through the application process. So everything starts with our UnitedAg website. So you would need to navigate to unitedag.org. And then from here, you'll hover over the Education and Leadership tab here and select the Agribusiness Education Foundation page. Okay. So this page serves as like a hub for everything related to AEF. So throughout the year, we'll post program updates, scholarship information, important dates, and other helpful resources here. When the employee or student is ready to apply, they'll simply have to click the Apply for a Scholarship button here, and it'll take them to our scholarship programs. So if we start with the Educational Scholarship Program, they'll click this box here. And then on this page, you'll see two buttons at the very top, Apply and Learn More. So the Learn More button will take you to a general flyer you see here in English and in Spanish. And the rest of the page includes our scholarship flyer, frequently asked questions, um, an overview of the application requirements and eligibility FAQs. We do encourage students and their families to review this information before beginning an application, just to make everything clear. And then when they're ready, they can come here to the apply button at the top, and it will take them to our scholarship platform in Kaleidoscope. We introduced Kaleidoscope last year, and it has made the application process much more user-friendly. Applicants create an account and can save their progress at any time and return later to finish their application. And their basic information is saved, so it'll make future applications much quicker to complete as well. This is the landing page here, and it'll include the program overview, eligibility requirements, important deadlines, and this year's essay question, which can be seen here. So, okay, now let's walk through the educational scholarship application. So we have to log in to apply. So you can see you have my applications that I started. The Educational Scholarship Program application. So we'll continue here. So this will be broken up to a few sections. First page will be all their basic information. The employee information. So if this is a dependent, a spouse, a child, a grandchild, or even themselves, it can put the information here. And then all of the necessary school information. Okay, and then their essay and personal statement video. So um, their essay is a 2-page typed essay with a 1-page bibliography to show their research points. And a personal statement video is uploaded here. We prefer a link to either an unpublished video on YouTube or Vimeo to make it easier for our education committee. And the video, we prefer it not to be more than 3 minutes long. So shorter than that is okay. Here they would upload their other documents, their resume, 3 letters of recommendation, and we do ask for it to be no older than 12 months. So within the 2026 year would be great for this year. Next year would be within the 2027 year. A photo of themselves and their transcripts. I think the longest thing in the application would just be the research and the writing of the essay. Everything else should be easier to compile. And then after that, they just have to sign and submit. Okay, so then now let's look at the vocational scholarship program. So I'll close these. We'll jump back to the main page and select the vocational scholarship box here. So it's very similar to the educational scholarship page. And here we have a sample list of eligible vocational studies. So just some examples, and it's not limited to this list. These are just some examples of what we cover. So here it is in English and then in Spanish. Okay. And then also an overview of the documents and eligibility FAQs. So once the employee is ready to apply, they would click this button here. and go to a similar landing page and then sign into apply here. So again, we'll start with the personal information, the vocational information of where they're studying and how much the tuition cost is, the graduation date, and then they would upload their personal statement video, same requirements as the other application, resume, 2 letters of recommendation, and a photo. So no essay is required here. And then there is 3 questions that we would like the employee to consider and write a short response to. So here are just some samples, um, and then a comment section, and then a quick signature, and they could submit. So it's much simpler than the educational scholarship program. Okay. Okay, to wrap up here are 4 frequently asked questions many find helpful. The first is, does the employee need to have health coverage to apply? So the answer is no. Employees do not need to be enrolled in UnitedAg health benefits to be eligible. As long as they work for an active UnitedAg member company, they and their eligible dependents may apply. Okay, second. Can a student apply every year? And the answer is yes. Students can apply each year that they are enrolled from undergraduate through PhD programs as long as they meet the eligible requirements. Okay, the third question, can an applicant receive both scholarships? In some cases, yes. Employees may qualify for both the educational and vocational scholarship programs if they meet the eligibility requirements for each. Because every situation is different, we encourage applicants to reach out before applying so we can review their circumstances and then determine whether they qualify for one or both programs. And then when are recipients notified? Recipients are notified by email in March, and scholarship award ceremonies are then held between March and May, where recipients are recognized and presented with their scholarship awards. Okay, and then here is just like a quick resources page. This slide deck will be available to everyone after. We'll email it to everybody, and so these are clickable links to make it more convenient for you. Okay. So I think at this point, we'll open it up to questions, and you can send them via the chat feature, or if you'd like to unmute yourself, I think we can do that too. And then Angie, so you asked, when does the educational scholarship open versus the vocational scholarship? So typically, both scholarship programs open at the same time, and then they close at the same time. So they're both open today, and then they'll both close on December 31st. This year, we decided to open the vocational scholarship program a month early, just because we had feedback from some of our service reps, and we're like, sure, let's open it early. But yeah, typically around July, they'll both open, and then they both close on December 31st. Okay, Carrie asked, will you be providing the slide deck show after the presentation? Yes, so we'll email you the slide deck as well as this recorded session. And are these scholarships limited to undergraduate programs versus graduate programs? No, they are. As long as it's any form of study, any kind of his bachelor's, um, master's, PhD level, anybody can apply. Yeah. are children of employees eligible for vocational scholarships or just the employees of the member company? So for vocational scholarships, it's only the employees. So the children cannot apply. If they're studying the vocational, like a vocational certification program or something, they can apply to the educational scholarship program. Okay, any other questions? Thank you, Carrie. Jackie asks, is there a list of vocational studies available? Yes. So if you'll remember, let me get out of here. Our vocational scholarships program page will have this button here, vocational studies list, and it is downloadable. And you can print this and put it up anywhere or disseminate to your employees. Um, and again, just a reminder, it's not limited to this list, but this is just like a sample list. Okay, we can give it like another minute or so. Okay, well, if you have any questions at another time, just remember you can always reach out to us. The resources slide here had a scholarship email, or you can reach out to myself, Jessica Lopez, at jlopez@unitedag.org. Um, and I think we can end this session here. Thank you, everybody.